안녕하세요, 여러분. It's your girl, the talking addict. Yay! And I'm all about food, drama, music, culture, and entertainment. Well, let's start with the intro. Welcome back. Anyway, I know you can't wait for what I have for you today, but first off, drum rolls please. So today we'll be talking about dreamy Korea. What is it all about? Let's get rolling, guys. Have you ever felt Korean than Nigerian? Whether Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Isekiri, Benin, that feeling when you get that feeling that you have, that anything you do has a little bit of Korean culture in it. For instance, in your greeting pattern, like when I tend to greet people, I'd be like 안녕하세요, or even if it is in English, I'd be like good morning. I bow my head, my character, the way I talk, the way I play, when I'm chatting, and I put, one or two Korean attitude inside that I have learned over the years from my experience at the Korean Cultural Center or my experience watching K-drama. So I tend to like react a little bit like Korean. Even when I choose, sometimes when I enjoy the food, I'll be like, no, mama, she's and my brother will be like, what is this one saying? Anyway, that aside, since we're on this matter, since we're talking about this matter, the matter where we did so, based on who we be, I have questions for you, and I would love for the viewers to try to interact in ways that they can. Well, I know we all have dreams of traveling to Korea someday. That dream of going to Korea, to experience the culture firsthand. Well, I know we all have the places we'd love to go to, would love to try first, the people would love to meet and see and greet and hug and communicate with, and all of that stuff. Well, let me tell you something now. I'm saving money to go to Korea. Right now, I've made over, how much? I will not tell you. Just think. All I know is that I'm ready. Before you know, my next vlog now, I'm in Korea, sharp. You just see me live, direct, with my nose mask, everything ready as a Korean babe. Anyway, those that want to go to Korea with me should indicate down at the comment section so that I will put all of us in a WhatsApp group so that we will plan our Korea trip together as per leader. And I'm a good leader, so don't worry, the trip is balanced. Anyway, that aside, I have questions I want to pose to you, and I hope you'll be able to relate with me. First off is, if you ever dream of going to Korea, what would be the first place you would go to once you're in Korea? Like for me, I would love to go to Itaewon, I would love to go to Busan, I would love to go to the museum because I'm interested in Korean history. God, I love Korean history so much. I'm really interested in Korean history. So I'd love to go to the museum, I see their artifacts, learn more about their culture. And I would even love to go to the DMZ. I don't know how dangerous that is. I don't even know how possible, but well, a girl should have a dream, right? I mean, it's Korea we're talking about here now. So yes, that's where I'd love to go to. I'd love to eat. The first food I'd love to try would be, I'm a foodie. I love food. You see me, you see food. Me and food. In fact, my middle name is the food, talking food, addict food. Anyway, I'd love to try the Korean street food, but I have a list of food I'd love to try, but the first on my list would be tteokbokki. And tteokbokki. After tteokbokki, yes, kimbap. I'd love to try the Korean kimbap. I've made kimbap before, but I'd love to try the Korean kimbap made by the Koreans themselves. So we have jjampong, jjajangmyeon. God, I love jjajangmyeon. So I'd love to have the radish all in one tray, sitting down like, Hajima, hambamando. I'll ask for more. I like food and I cannot wait. Well, I'd also love to see my friends. God, I have friends in Korea and I miss them so much. So I can't wait to see them anyway. You should wait for me. I'm coming for you guys. Watch out. Watch out. Yes. The place I'd love to visit, I've said that. The food I love to eat, well, you all know the kind of food I love to eat. Of course, there are varieties of Korean dishes, but those are the ones I would love to eat first. When I go to Korea, the thing I would do, that one, just leave it aside on my home training. Just drop it, because I will leave part of my home training in Nigeria airport and carry the remaining quarter to Korea. I don't want to know what I'll do.
God have mercy upon us.
Anyway, so do you have favorite Korean lines from dramas that you love to say a lot? And do you also have favorite Korean expressions? Because when I meet Korean people, when I converse with Korean people, that topic seems to like pop up a lot. For instance, I'll be like talking with a person who's really into K-dramas, because I'm one person that's really into K-dramas. And when you start talking like this, I'll just switch. Before you know, I'll be like, wow, 대박, 어머, 진짜, 왜 그래? You know, all those Korean expressions. So I would love for you to tell me your own favorite Korean line from a Korean drama and favorite Korean expressions. My favorite Korean lines are so much because I've watched a whole lot of Korean dramas. There's this one from Doctor where he usually tells the doctor, Otujuju, like, what should I do? I don't know. I think it's a Korean thing. I don't know if it's a thing for mockery or it's just something you do to make someone pissed off, you know. I just love that line. And there's this one from Chief Kim when he wanted to get a bad person, and then he called his friend, and the lady was driving, and she was like, she just checked her time because she had something important to do at that moment, and she was like, 나도 시간이 없을 텐데 근데 방법이 찾아 있죠? 네. And she hung up the phone. Well, I have this one that I love acting. Even in my dream, I can act it. This for my romance. The people that love romance Korean dramas. The lady and her boyfriend, Oppa, when the guy worries her like this, job finish, I'll be like, Oppa, 너 얼마나 커전 지는 줄 알아? 너 얼마나 폭언 심은 줄 알아? 야, 오빠, 짜증나, 진짜. I should be like, and the guy will be like, 예빈아, 미안, 사랑해. I go. Anyway, yeah, and we have this cutie when you're in a relationship, and she'll be like, Oppa, Papsacho, like she gets her food and all of that stuff. Well, that's for me. And here I went around asking people about what they will do if they ever get to go to Korea, and here is their response. I hope you enjoy it. See ya.
Hello, my name is Shuaibul Kayat Ummi and I'm a Nigerian.
Hello, I'm Silva, I'm Nigerian.
안녕하세요, 여러분. My name's Esther and I'm from London.
My favorite Korean expression should be 아이고 진짜. I really love that expression. I don't know, I just love how I just love the facial expression that comes with it. It's very nice.
My favorite Korean expression or word is 아름다워, which I think means beautiful or nice. I like it. It's a really pretty word.
So my favorite, or should I say my most used Korean expression has to be I find myself sighing a lot throughout the day, and so it's something that I use quite frequently whether I'm by myself or I'm with other people.
I'll actually be very excited if I get to visit Korea. I would like to go to Seoul. I would like to taste their favorite, dishes and everything. Like the meals really look attractive when you watch their series, so I would like to eat them.
If I were to go to Korea, that would probably be in some years' time. when I am over 18, I would love to go sightseeing and see new places, meet new people, engage in a new culture, and that would be really fun. I would also love to try some food.
Village. I'm a big fan of historical dramas. So being able to see how people lived 200, 500 years ago during the Joseon period will be amazing. Totally amazing. Sign me up. Another destination that's top of my list is Jeju Island. I think Jeju Island is absolutely breathtaking. So I can just imagine spending a week of rest and relaxation. You know, the blue waters, the clear skies, the green scenery. Jeju is absolutely beautiful.
I have I kind of like wrote down 10 top places that I must visit when I get to Korea. They are not in any particular order, but for the places I would love to visit, Namsan Tower, Gyeongbokgung, that's the Gyeongbokgung Palace, Lotte World, DMZ, like the zone between North Korea and South Korea, and then Dongdaemun Market too. I mean, I have a lot of my list. If I start mentioning them, will not leave this place. So what I will do, first thing I'm going to, visit all these places, and then I also love to try some of the Korean foods that I've been seeing.
Favorite Korean drama line should be 오랜만이에요. I think I'm not sure if I said it right. It means it's been a long time. 오랜만이에요. I really like. I heard that line in Penthouse when Jordan Tay was trying to tell someone, "Oh, it's been a long." It wasn't really said in Penthouse. It was said in other series as well. I think I'm not sure if I said it right. It means it's been a long time. 오랜만이에요. I really like. I heard that line in Penthouse when Jordan Tay was trying to tell someone, "Oh, it's been a long." It wasn't really said in Penthouse. It was said in other series as well. 오랜만이에요.
My favorite expression from a K-drama is this drama where the guy creepily says 괜찮아 to his friends, and it's really funny, and I just love it. Anytime I remember it, I find it so funny.
My favorite line from a Korean drama is "싫은데 내가 왜 엄마 죽겠네." So this comes from Korean Odyssey. Lee Seung-gi plays a character called Sonogun. So Sonogun is a very cheeky individual. He's a jokester, and so he has this catchy phrase that he uses when people ask him for favors or tell him to do something that he doesn't want to do. So I sometimes use the phrase or just randomly sing the song. It's been years since this drama has aired, but I still randomly find myself singing the song anyways. So yeah, definitely my favorite line or most memorable line from a Korean drama.
Whenever I get asked, like, there's just one particular scene that comes to my head, and the scene is from Doctors, like this, what's her name, Park Shin-hye's drama and Rowoon. There was a particular scene where it was raining, and then was he the one or was she the one inside the telephone? There was a particular scene where it was raining, and then was he the one or was she the one inside the telephone booth? And then he was trying to like tell her to come out of the booth and dance in the rain with him and all that. And then I had a particular line there, which I was able to relate with a lot of things, and then was like, you don't have to wait for the storm to pass. You can just dance in the rain. I will never forget that line.
The first Korean food I would actually like to try is kimchi. I would like to try others like jjajangmyeon and gimbap, but if I'm like the first food I'd like to try when I get to Korea, if I ever go to Korea, would be kimchi. Yeah.
First thing I would probably try would be kimchi, a locally made one.
What's the first Korean food I would like to try if I visit Korea? So there are a number of Korean restaurants in London, and I've been to quite a few of them. So I've already tried Korean food. However, I definitely understand that nothing beats eating Korean food in Korea. Like, it doesn't get more authentic than that. And so when I go to Korea, I'm going to eat the food that I've eaten already in Korea. And top of my list would be things like kimchi jjigae, jjajangmyeon and japchae. I love those. Absolutely love those.
First Korean food I'll try. Like I said, I have a lot on my list. I have a lot of things I want to do on my list, and then also I have a lot of Korean foods I would like to try on my list. Naturally, I would like to try samgyeopsal. That is the Korean barbecue. I feel I am really going to like it because I'm a fan of, meat, although I don't really eat it that much, but I feel I'm going to really love it. So yeah, I want to try the Korean barbecue. So yeah, I think I answered all the questions already, and thank you for having me. 안녕.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the video. And to my beautiful, handsome viewers, it's time to pose the question to you. Well, what would be the first thing you do when you go to Korea? What would be the first food you would eat? What would be the first thing you would do? Your expression, how are you going to feel? Oh my God. Like I told you, I'm going to leave my own home training behind, let me tell you. Well, where is the place you're going to visit? And I would love for you to also tell me your favorite Korean drama line or lines and your favorite Korean expressions. Thank you for taking our time to watch this video. I hope you were able to relate with me on some, normal head-to-head ground, like on some grounds. And I hope you really enjoyed this. 내시어를 봐주셔서 감사드립니다. Catch ya, see ya later. Thank you and bye. Mwah. Bye. Outro.